Welcome to the channel, everyone. Finally getting into another hotshot video. I had to stop using my trailer because it was burning through tires like every 5 or 10,000 kilometers. Couldn't keep lights working, needed a lot of work, so I rented an aluminum 30-foot deck, 25K tandem dual, same thing that I had, just to get like a few customers off my back. So I already went into St. John's, and this was on the way back. Picked up a Mustang, and I went home for Christmas. Yes, it was that long ago. And then I had to go back up to pick up a truck for the guy who actually owned the trailer. Yeah, so first things first, I had to change the oil in the truck. You know, since it was blowing like 100 kilometers an hour of wind, you know, just had to do it then.
This escape is a loaded gun. Shining light over everyone, till the moon evicts another one.
Well, he's gonna try to pull this out. There goes the trailer in the truck. Look at all that long old trench there. Real long trench.
You did a good job, buddy. Here. Yeah. Alright guys, so we are almost where we are going to pick up a truck. Just taking our time here. Roads are super icy. But yeah, we just did 300 kilometers. Oil change. Looks good. Nothing leaking anyways. Hopefully you guys can hear that badass power stroke. It's friggin' straight piped, right? Crazy. God, I miss towing with this truck, and I know you guys miss seeing me tow with it. As the power strokes get newer, they're becoming less raw, they're becoming less driver focused. They're just not the same. Like, you get in a 6-liter and that thing is just so you almost feel the pistons firing in that truck. And the 2017, it just as well be electric. You can't even tell there's a motor there. Really like this, the original 6.7, 2011, 2016. Really love these trucks. Okay, so for you guys that miss this truck and the noise it makes and just everything about it, especially towing, boy do I got a treat for you. We're about to hit one of the bigger hills on this drive. It's the biggest. It's definitely the biggest. We're about to hit this 12% going up and a very big 12% going down. Some speed. See if we can get 10 pounds of boost out of it. Yeah, we're at 10, 15. Okay, we're gonna leave it at 15 pounds. Fourth gear. We're doing almost 60 miles an hour now. It's a bit rough. The roads in the winter, the ice accumulates because they don't use salt up here. And we got a fresh layer of dirt on this one, so that is super nice. Alright, gear down. Just getting a bit squirmy. lost traction. Dirt stop. There's more dirt. Let's do it. Come on. Not bad. Love towing with this truck. Holy shit, there's something on the go up there. What is that? This just shows you guys how sketchy this friggin' place can be. Okay, so when I got up there, of course, nothing was ready. They were still waiting for payments. Someone wasn't paying. The truck was completely buried into a snowbank. It was still blowing a lot of wind. Like, this winter sucked when it comes to wind. It was just terrible. Holy shit. Waiting around for like 3 hours, just doing nothing because no one would answer phones. When you go to send someone to pick something up of yours, like a shipping company or a friend, or you don't need to make sure everything's ready and paid for beforehand, but it helps. It does help. So the truck had no drivetrain in it. The axle, transmission, motors, they were all gone. I actually had to take 2 motors. One belonged to the truck, the other one belonged to something else, and put it on the trailer as well. Keep in mind that I had been diagnosed with pneumonia the Monday after, so like a day or 2 after this video. So that was pretty serious. Now I'm alright now, of course, that was a while ago. Cough is long gone, but just keep that in mind. It's kind of messed up. So because of the waiting and then having to dig the truck out and get everything, you know, out of the snow and onto my trailer, it was dark. I was dying, coughing, like I was not even remotely okay. Luckily, thank God, and I gotta give a huge shout out to them, Jim's Garage in Fordo, the owner's son, Jamie his name is, helped me, stayed late. It was pretty late, it was like 10:30. He stayed and helped me strap everything down. And to be honest, it seemed like I don't think I would have been able to do it, because like last 2 straps, I was coughing so much I was almost losing consciousness, and it was just not going well for me. So luckily he was there. He helped with the chains for the truck, the straps for the car. Huge help. I'd like to thank him for that for sure. Holy shit, guys, so I'm going up that big hill that I talked about. We got the truck on, we got the car. It's over 20,000 pounds. This is that huge hill. We're in 4-wheel drive right now, and we're just barely doing it. Holy shit. So I had a long drive ahead of me. It was nighttime, it was windy, blowing snow like crazy. Pretty rough, and almost like past halfway through this drive I had this crazy icy hill. Now those of you who are with the channel for a long time will know this hill that I'm talking about. It's always a struggle in, you know, this area of Labrador, the southern. It's a huge 12% grade, just a giant hill. Now then, the 4x4 system on the F-250 was crippled due to a hub. You can hear it knocking, that's that clanking that you hear.
This hill was just glare ice. It was nothing but ice. It was a bit sketchy, you know, considering the trailer is, well, we'll give it 9 since it's aluminum. Trailer's 9,000 pounds, that Mustang's 4,500 pounds, and then the truck is probably another, since no motor, probably 5,000 pounds. And then there's 2 motors, so like that's 20,000 pounds. I'm trying to haul up this hill with 4-wheel drive.
We're almost there.
Glare ice, 12%. It was rough, it was pretty sketchy.
Holy crap, guys. That's insane.
So after all that, like, being on the struggle bus for like 2 hours, dealing with snow, wind, just the shittiest conditions, so that I could try and get there that night, I get to the end of the road that kind of deals with the Labrador Straits, the south coast, and goes up, you know, up the coast further. There's a 70 or 80 kilometer road that has kind of nothing there. When there's a lot of wind, this road tends to be closed a lot. And anyways, all of that driving, it was like 2 hours on the road for something that should have been like an hour. Brutal. And I did all that just to hear this.
Alright guys, so as you can see up there, those 2 lights, that is a sign that says roads closed. So this, after all that, I think we're even just stuck here. You gonna be open tonight or?
I'm gonna be open night.
No?
You're gonna be open tomorrow morning, I'd say that.
Yeah. I'd say you.
Guys, so it is minus 35 outside with the wind chill. I'm gonna go out there and suffer. After getting that truck loaded on, it was pretty late at night. Like we got it loaded as you've seen, but strapped on, everything chained and strapped. It was pretty late and I suffered coughing. Shouldn't be out here. It is super cold right now. Let's get at it. Okay, well, truck's off the trailer. Trailer's off the truck. Holy shit.
At this point, I knew 100% that I was getting pneumonia. That was happening. I was just torturing myself, having to take the trailer back off the truck, you know, having to drive back and then having to go next day and put it back on the truck and things like that. It was just not gonna be good. Nothing you can do about it. Should have just washed my hands from it, hired someone else, whatever, but there isn't very many people to hire with the weight rating on the license. Pardon my crying face there in that last clip there of the night, because just goes to show like how low I was feeling. It was pretty bad.
I am absolutely dying in this cold. Alright guys, so feeling a lot better here. It is the next night. Now we're hooking on to the trailer again. And we are going to attempt this again. It's going to be a long trip. From here it's about 800 kilometers. So yeah, so let's get this hooked on. We got to catch the gas station in Port Hope. Got to fill up our extra fuel and everything. And then we'll be good to go. See if we can make the whole trip. Interesting things going on. It was forecasted for a blizzard at 12 a.m. tonight, and looks like it's come a little early. It's not quite a blizzard yet, but it's definitely not the best driving. I'm gonna keep going, but guys, check this out. You see how bad it is. It's supposed to get a lot worse too, so hopefully we can beat it. I guess we'll have to see.
Got past Port Hope, got the fuel that we needed, and started heading towards Goose Bay. As you can tell, I was pretty uncomfortable with the situation, a bit paranoid about everything. You know, if something happens, there's no services, no gas stations, no cell service, nothing. If something happens to you, especially in rough conditions, there's going to be no trucks coming, there's going to be no cars. In bad weather, that road pretty much shuts down. So, I mean, if something happens to you, you're on your own. And it's pretty lonely. Well, as lonely as it can get with wolves. You know, the wolves are always there. Hang out with them if you want. So despite me being uncomfortable with the snow and how much snow, there was like a foot or two of snow on the road. Did the best I could to stay safe, and I mean, deadline's pressed. You know, I had to get there.
Currently chasing a wolf. It's not getting off the road either. It's crazy how much they can run. Finally got off the road. Wow, that is incredible. Alright guys, the truck is starting to act up. The snow is terrible. I'm not sure what's going on with the truck, but it's losing power here and there. I got an exhaust over limit message come up on a deleted truck, which is already sketchy enough, but I'm pretty sure it feels like the turbo is going out. I can hear some sounds that thing is not supposed to be making. We got another 37 kilometers to go before we reach one of those highway maintenance depots. At least it's contact with people, but it's pretty scary. I'll keep you guys updated. Okay guys, I think that was a false alarm. The turbo cutting out. What it is that there's so much snow on the road, when I go off these tracks a little bit, it muffles the sound of the exhaust, it muffles the turbo. So that's what's going on. We're actually only a few kilometers away from the depot. Because the tank on this truck is tiny, I need to dump some fuel in. I got some fuel cans. God, that's such a nice Christmas tree I got on the go here. Low tire light, that airbag safety light, well, that's something to be worried about. It's all because of my traction control being disengaged, which is nice on days like this where the snow is hella deep. I'm gonna dump the fuel in and we're just gonna keep trucking. Glad we made it here though. That is a big part of the trip done. Between Cartwright Junction and this is called Crooks Lake, there's like nothing. It's like 200 kilometers. It's pretty sketchy. Alright, so we got everything fueled up. Staying looking good. That truck looking like a piece of shit. Just barely got that thing on. I say we get the hell out of here.
After this clip, it was only about 50 kilometers until we got off of the ice road and onto pavement again, which was still pretty icy. But I didn't film much because, well, the drive was pretty uneventful, and God, I was tired. This was at like 5 or 6 a.m. I was not in a mood to be talking to a camera. You know, I didn't want to be talking to anyone.
Well guys, she made it. Not that I doubted it, but God, that was a sketchy trip. Love that truck. Benefits of having a short trailer, you can pretty much put in the driveway.
I was literally so tired that instead of trying to find a place to park or something, that night couldn't find any fucks in the snow that was falling, and just swung it right into the driveway and just parked it there. It was stuck out like 3 feet into the road. Sure enough, I got a parking ticket. They actually took a parking ticket, walked into the driveway to the truck that was way like 40 feet into the driveway. That's not right. But anyways, they got me like 3 or 4 feet out of the... I was just so done at that point, just pulled right into that driveway, just no fucks given. I got so many parking tickets in Goose Bay, nowhere else, just Goose Bay. It's the problem with Goose Bay. I got so many parking tickets in Goose Bay because of the truck and trailer having no place to park it that I'm pretty sure I'm funding at least 2 roads in there, like paving, maintenance, snow, everything. So I slept in that day, needless to say. Pretty tired after all that coughing. Ended up in the hospital, as I mentioned before, just the pneumonia stuff. Hurt a rib because I was coughing so much. It was pretty rough. Good times. And yeah, that was pretty much it for that day. Later that night is when I went to drop off the trailer to the guy I rented it from / customer.
Yeah, we're here now where we're dropping off the trailer. This is the end of the journey. This is it.
You can see here like what kind of shape, like how rough everything was. Thank God he worked in a warehouse. Melt everything off. Like you can see all the snow that was on it. It was just... But of course it wasn't a happy ever after ending. Of course I dropped off. He started looking at the trailer. He was unhappy. It was a big thing. He thought I was lying. He thought I put the trailer off the road because there was mud in the wheels. It wasn't mud, it was dirt, you know, what they use on the roads in the winter. Anyways, what can you do?
On my way home now, missed some footage there. So I tried to be there for the offloading, but they didn't tell me they were doing it. I ended up waiting 2 hours for the guy, and then I decided to leave because it was a huge waste of time. And then that night, they offloaded everything without telling me. Really funny story. So, as we know, the roads going in there, like even this road here, it's pretty much full of dirt. Going into St. John's on the island, well, they use salt on the island and dirt as well. So the roads are an entire mess. And when I went in there, it was raining, like it was slushy. It was like a proper shit show. Everything was covered in crap. So, anyways, naturally, you get dirt like sand, the sand they use. You get that on the inside of the rims. When I brought the trailer back, he was looking at it, and he got a bit upset because, he was a bit upset because he thinks I put the trailer off the road. Now, we all know that if I put the trailer off the road, I'd gladly give him like $500, if not more, and put it in this YouTube video because that would be fucking hilarious as long as whatever damages were paid for and no one was hurt. I wasn't that lucky. Nothing fun happened on the trip. It was pretty uneventful. Luckily, because it's not my trailer, it's his trailer. And guys, aside from that, just heading home now with Mr. Max here. Hi, puppy. Hi there.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Put it to good use. More stuff. Looked on the hard drive, and last spring, like spring, summer, there was this bus that I hauled. It was right after the repair video for my trailer. After I got the trailer back, it was right after that. Went in like way into the backwoods with this 53-foot gooseneck and the F350. Just way 70 kilometers, way into the middle of nowhere. That was quite an interesting story. So I'm finally going to edit that one, I think. He told me that you could get a car in here no problem. All I can think of is, well, I'd like to see the kind of car he drives.
4 low for this.
Yeah.
Guys, be looking out for that. That'll be like video after this one coming. Something like that. Not sure exactly when it'll be, but it's definitely coming. It's pretty cool. If you like this video, you know the drill. If you like this channel, you know the drill. You guys stay safe, and you guys have a good day.
Saw, dude. Let's go, dude.